What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, the Nintendo drama continues. Back in the day, excuse the rain, you know, the whole world is sad because Nintendo and tariffs. Anyway, back in the days, in the 80s, Atari was messing up. They decided to flood the market with trash games, and they made a lot of these trash games, and nobody bought them. Crashed the market, right? In hindsight, I think things are different now, but at the time, and some people still believe this, that Nintendo swooped in and saved video games. Not really. That's the perception, but video games would have been fine without Nintendo. Anyway, in the North Americas, Nintendo took over the market, basically. And so they didn't save video games. They just took advantage of the vacuum that was left when Atari messed up so bad, right? So they just came in, surgical strike, then they're number one. They didn't save video games. They just filled in the void that Atari left. And so, but once again, with the narrative that some people believe, especially Nintendrones, is that what they're called? I don't know. Nintendo fans, they are saying that Nintendo saved video games back in the day. And what I'm saying now, today, 2025, is that Nintendo is single-handedly destroying video games. Not just because there's a void or they're the best, and they are doing things that are actively and forward-facingly harming the video game industry. Now, I've always said that I always am going to be on the side of the health of the industry, right? Now, there's a balance between the health of the companies and the fairness, I guess, to consumers. You know, the people who actually make the money, pay for the stuff that keeps the businesses in business, right? And so what's happening is Nintendo's getting greedy. Their hubris is so strong because they've sold 150-something million units of the Switch. They think, I mean, maybe is it Japanese flavored hubris? You know, Sony had it at one point. I ain't gonna lie, Xbox had it too. And that's the main thing about this whole situation, where Doug Bowser just came out like yesterday, day before, said, oh, we that's why we're keeping the Switch, the old Switch, on the market, so the people have a choice. They could buy the cheaper one. I'm like, I was like, did you not learn? You should have learned a very valuable lesson from your boy Don Matrick, who said essentially the same thing about the Xbox and the Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox 360. He said the same thing, same sentiment. Nobody liked it, right? And it wasn't even about price. It was about internet access. So what you're saying is even worse, because people are disenchanted with your product because of the pricing structures that you're implementing. And so that makes it 1,000 times worse. Plus, everybody is saying greed. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Now, your name, Nintendo, is synonymous with greedy. Now, we understand that corporations are greedy. That's kind of what capitalism is. Not really, but yes, for the most part, because, you know, humans. But there are certain companies that are out there that make money, make enough money to say, okay, we can make money, we can be fair, we make some good money. Though the shareholders be like, we want to make more money. Then there has to be people there saying, listen, if we go too far, we're going to lose money. So we need to keep it right at that sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Microsoft and I'm like, I think they're doing the best job because they got Game Pass. Game Pass is good for consumers and stuff. And look, I've been watching AGN for a while. He's cool, whatever. I like his videos. But this whole thing, this whole debacle, I'm going to just call it that, with Nintendo and their pricing and their whatever, is showing his true colors. Yes, he's a Nintendo fan. He's a Nintendrone, if you will. And he says, oh, he doesn't like the prices. But he said in this last video that I saw, he was watching MBG's, one of his videos or whatever. He said that I'm going to buy it because I don't want to miss out. I'm going to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 because I don't want to miss out. You know, regardless, I guess he didn't say regardless of the price, but, you know. And so I was like, that's not how you tell these corporations that you don't agree with the price. You don't pay it. You say, I'm good. I can wait. I'll wait for a sale. That's what you say. You say, I'll wait for a sale. Because if you do, if no one buys the Switch 2, as far as what they expect, the 3DS. That's all I got to say. The same thing will happen. When the 3DS launched, it was $249, I think it was, or $349. It was a lot, right? And nobody, like, they weren't having it. Nintendo went through this already. So why are they repeating they're repeating their own history, and they're repeating Xbox's history, and they're smashing them together, two horrible histories together to what outcome? Listen, Nintendo is messing it up for everyone right now. Now, this is the perfect opportunity. Not for Sony, because Sony's in trouble. I mean, they could, but I doubt, because they're on the same kind of lane that Nintendo. They just want to make that money, any means necessary, right? Microsoft is chilling. They got all this money, even though, yes, they got to keep making money. It's not just like, oh, we super rich, we don't need to make money. No, they have to. That's how they stay rich, right? And so Microsoft is in the position where they can say, like, oh, hold up, Nintendo's fumbling. See, every generation or so, one of the big three, big four, big two, whatever, right? The main players in the game, they mess up. I did this before. We went through the generations who messed up, Right now, Sony's messing up. Nintendo's messing up. Right now, Microsoft got all their ducks in a row. They got the games coming. They got Game Pass. They're just sitting there like, all right, what do we do to maximize this situation? I wish they had the foresight and had a team working on a Smash Brothers or a Mario Kart ripoff, if you will, with lack of a better term, with Xbox properties. You know, and Master Chief driving a Warthog. It's a little cute, chibi Master Chief. You know, I know they had a Mega Bloks game back in the day, but that was whatever. But imagine if Microsoft, Xbox had, is Xbox X Racers. What are you going to call it? X Racers, right? X Racers Prime. And it's all the characters. Crash could be in there because he has his own racing game, right? And then you put everybody in there. And you're like, some Sega games, some Sega people too, because we cool with Sega. Yay! Right? So Sega and Xbox sitting in the tree making a super dope racing game. See? And then, it just comes out in or around the same time of June 5th this year, right? It's like, Shadow Drop. Xbox got a racer. And it's better than Mario Kart World. I mean, they have the technology. They got the Forza Horizon team, masters of open world fun racing games. They could do it. All they got to do is make the graphics cute and stuff. Or not even super cute, just a little bit cuter. A little bit, Maybe like Overwatch cuteness. Something like that. All Xbox needs to do, because like I said, Sony, they need to take advantage of the situation. Make a clone of Super Smash Brothers. I mean, I know Sony tried, but they suck at games. They try. So Smash Brothers clone and Mario Kart clone. Let's go. And just make better games. And then Nintendo, they could be like, but Mario's not there. I'm like, yeah, but your game sucks. And who's even to say that Mario Kart World is a good game? Because what I heard people playing it said, there's nothing to do. And the open world free roam is like, there's not really nothing to do. And I'm like, ooh, that's not good. That's not, And there's another, what's it called? I forgot what the mode is called. But it's basically Battle Royale with cars. And they're acting like they invented it. It's been in Forza for the last 2 games. It's called Elimination. I swear, y'all are so blind Drones, Nintendo drones. Yeah, you, AGN, I'm talking to you specifically now. No, actually, I don't know if he said anything about that particular mode in the game. But still, he's biased. Yes, he's admitted it. But I'm saying my problem with what he said was that he's gonna buy it. He don't want to miss out. And I'm like, dude, the only way you're going to smack some sense into Nintendo and tell them that the fact that you don't like the price increase, how do you tell them? By not buying it. If you buy it, then they're like, well, I didn't like it, but they bought it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So you're just feeding into their bad behavior, their greed, because you don't want to miss out. All you need is patience. All you need is patience. You wait it out. You wait for somebody to crack that bad boy, play it for free. Pirate it. I'm going to tell you, pirate it. Because, no, don't pirate it. But you can get it cheap. I'm telling you, they're going to drop the price because I'm going to tell you right now, excuse me, they're going to have less game sales than previous because everything was standard. Everything was standard. They were always kind of a little behind or even, still up to the standard or whatever it was. But now they're more expensive than every other game. And everybody's afraid of, now Rockstar is going to charge 100 or 80 or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sony's going to charge 80, obviously, because they want to charge more money for everything. And I'm like, this is how the crash started in the 80s. It didn't start because the prices were too high. It started because Atari flooded the market with trash games that weren't worth the price. And now Nintendo's using that language. Oh, we feel that these games are worth it. The problem with that is you don't determine what the worth is. The person buying your product determines the worth. And if it's not worth them paying that price, they don't buy it. And if enough people buy it and realize, oh, this wasn't really worth it, then you're in trouble. Then that's where you're going to see some sales. Oh, Black Friday sale. Oh, it's Juneteenth sale. They're going to probably try all these kind of sales just to get people to, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a deal. Oh, it's only $70 now. It's only $69. Let's jump on that when that's the price. Man, I told y'all, Nintendo's been evil for decades. Y'all are seeing it now. They've been getting kicked in the face a couple of generations here and there, but they feel like they got it on lock. They, technically speaking, if you want to go by console sales and unit sales of games, they are the market leader. Not PlayStation. PlayStation is barely struggling. They got 2 spare tires on their cars and ain't no air in them. They scraping the little donuts, got rims, scraping. And they running out of gas. So look, this is going to affect the entire industry. I mean, I didn't even want to mention tariffs, but the tariffs will also affect the industry as a whole because of the overall, whatever, we don't talk about politics, but the blanket tariffs will affect all technology. So cars, phones, everything with a freaking microchip in it, you're done, right? So the pricing that Nintendo is putting out there has nothing to do with the tariffs. People are trying to say, oh, but the tariffs, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, no. All this pricing, all these planned before the tariffs were even an issue. And I think that's happening tomorrow, actually. Today's the 8th, tomorrow's the 9th. But, whatever the political reasons for that, that's that. If they go into effect and it affects the prices of products, which it will anyway, because these greedy corporations will say, oh, tariffs, even if they haven't gone through. Look, I had some stuff in my Amazon cart. I was like, oh, I'm going to buy this. What was it? It was a camera. I'm buying a new camera because I want to start doing like actual videos again. And it was over a grip, whatever. But I looked at it, like when all the stuff started going down, the tariffs haven't happened yet, but the talk of it happened. Price went up. It was only like $40 or whatever. But I'm still like, how do you, whatever. So I bought it anyway. And I'm looking like, wait, I gotta get a new phone. I'm thinking what I gotta get. I gotta get all my electronics now before all the tariffs go all the way up and I'm paying, 50% more on everything. So, but anyway, that's, whatever. But as far as video games go, it's going to affect every company. Xbox, PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation will welcome it. They want to freaking make $900 consoles. They don't care. But Nintendo, what they're doing has nothing to do with the tariffs. They're making it more expensive, right? And so two things could happen. Either, they're making it more expensive, right? And they're saying, okay, well, because we feel it's worth it. And then when the tariffs get implemented and all the prices go up on everything, like PlayStation games, Xbox games, consoles, all the stuff, right? They'll keep their prices the same and seem like they're the good guys because they didn't raise their prices because of tariffs. That's one scenario. Second scenario is they raise the prices again. Remember, they didn't cancel pre-orders for any other. I think they canceled Canada and the U.S. And that was because of tariffs. We don't know what's going to happen, blah, 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 right? So I'm like, tell you, this greed and this hubris. And this, like I said, if you say word association, right? Before Nintendo, you say Nintendo, you say, oh, Zelda, or Mario, or yeah, fine, children games and stuff, right? Now is greed. I mean, for the people who actually play video games, greed. Casuals, they don't know, but they will know when they go to the store and go to buy it, or to go to Amazon and say, why is it $500? Why is this? And then they're gonna look at the old Switch. Oh, let me get that. And that's another thing that I said. I believe I said this in another video, but I think that the reason why they're keeping the old Switch on the market is because people are gonna get sticker shock on that new Switch too, and they'll be like, yeah, let's just get the old Switch, the old one, and they're gonna sell more in order to beat PlayStation at their own game, basically. And they're gonna overshoot PlayStation 2s. They're gonna destroy that, because I was like, yeah, I don't want the Switch 2. I was thinking about, like, maybe I should get a Switch 2, get the new thing. I haven't bought a new Nintendo. I've never bought a new Nintendo system at launch. Never. I have an NES and I have a 3DS XL. And I never. My brother had one back in the day, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. My cousin had one. I was like, yeah, I'll play your games. I got a Master System. For different reasons. If y'all know me, y'all know why I did that. Anyway, so me buying a new NES Nintendo console, it's not that. I'm not a Nintendo head like that, so I don't need to buy it. And how they're pricing it, I mean, the system itself, I have no problem with the technology. It's all about the money. It's all about their greed. It's all about their systems and how they're implementing. It's literally all about money. Even though, like, the key card stuff, or the games you buy and it's only like a code or whatever. I get that they were kind of doing it already, but it's cool in one respect, because if you buy that, right, it's a physical copy. Even though the game isn't on the card, you can still, maybe theoretically trade that in as a physical copy and get some money for it, or sell it to somebody, and they would retain their license. So you can basically sell the license. So in that respect, I'm like, okay, I don't have a problem with that. But everything else is just greed. It's the hubris that is getting the best of them. And I don't think, look, no one is impervious to failure, right? And so Nintendo needs to get smacked down a level, because they forgot Wii U, they forgot 3DS, they forgot N64, they forgot GameCube, they forgot all that, and they riding high on the Switch. That's why they call this system Switch 2, because they don't want to have no confusion. It's like, oh, it's 2, people understand it's a sequel, 2 is better, blah, 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 right? Makes sense, but their pricing doesn't make sense. And so it's gonna mess up. Anyway, I appreciate you hanging out. Like and subscribe. Hit me in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this. I'm rambling, but I appreciate. And yeah, man, Nintendo's out their damn mind. Anyway, I appreciate. I'll talk to y'all next one. Till the way time.